Stay still! Don't move! Don't move!
Intense body camera footage shows a shootout in Utah that leaves a 36-year-old man dead and an officer injured.
Oh, 7-4, I'm hit. 7-4, I'm hit.
On June 6th, Ogden, Utah dispatch received a 911 call from a woman saying Brian Simonton was violating a protective order.
So he just kind of showed up unannounced, and I know he's like hit rock bottom. I feel bad for him, but I cannot have him here.
The caller told dispatch she was Simonton's ex-wife and needed police assistance in removing him from her apartment complex.
My ex-husband has, I'm just going to say, I do have a protective order on him. I don't want to press charges, but he's trying to leave his dog with me. He's homeless, has nowhere to go, and the dog is very sick, and he refuses to leave unless I take the dog. I've asked him to leave. At this point, I need to have an officer come and let him know that he's trespassing, and then I also need to have an officer take this dog somewhere where he can be taken care of.
The caller can be heard telling dispatch Simonton is known to carry weapons, specifically a gun.
Okay. Does he carry any weapons?
He's been known to.
Like what? Knives? Guns?
Guns.
Okay. Will he cooperate with officers when they get there?
I'm scared at how this is going to turn out, to be honest with you.
She also notes he's made suicidal comments before.
Has he ever given any sort of method?
With his, what if he has a gun? Because I don't know when he's telling the truth or lying, and if he does have a gun, that's what he said. He was going to blow his head off. And
has he ever attempted before?
Not that I'm aware of. He said it.
A second 911 call then comes in from someone else at the apartment complex, reporting Simonton will not leave the property and is threatening others.
Yeah, we have a gentleman here that needs to be removed from the property, known to have guns. He's yelling at me right now.
So where is he at the apartment?
He's in front of building 1 next to the dog park.
Do you see a gun now?
I don't, but the resident that lives here has a protective order against him, and he will not leave. I asked him to leave. He won't leave, and she said he's known to have guns and knives.
And he's yelling?
Yeah, he's yelling at me, "Come over here, bitch boy. I'll beat your ass right now."
Simonton's ex-wife then calls 911 a second time.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I have my ex-husband here that I have a protective order on. He's threatening people. Is he shooting?
I'm sorry?
I need an officer here right away.
Body camera video later shows the first Ogden officer arriving on the scene, noting almost immediately that Simonton has a weapon.
Step it up. He just pulled a gun. All units. He's got a gun in his right hand. This is 7-4. Drop the weapon now! Drop the weapon! He's coming at me with an .88 in his right hand.
The officer can be heard yelling for Simonton to drop the gun.
Drop the weapon now! Drop the weapon! Drop the weapon! He's pointing the firearm at me. Step it up. Drop the firearm now!
Where are you at?
Come into the complex, go to the left. He's in the parking lot with the gun.
As other officers arrive on the scene, the first officer describes where Simonton is within the complex. Within seconds, Simonton fires his weapon at the first officer.
Drop the firearm now!
Where are you in relation to your car?
I'm on the opposite side. Drop the firearm!
He'll be to the east then. Copy to the east. I'm trying to find him.
I can't get a shot on him right now. He's behind about 5 cars. Drop the firearm!
White tank top, white hat.
Affirm. Drop it! Drop it!
Body camera video from other officers shows their arrival on the scene.
7-4, are you to the west of the lot? Where are you in relation to your car?
I'm on the opposite side.
He'll be to the east then. Copy to the east. We're trying to find him.
Moments later, gunfire erupts.
I'm getting a shot on him right now. He's behind about 5 cars.
White tank top, white hat.
Where is he?
Right here.
He's lifting his gun up at. Hey! Put your gun down! Get back! Get back! Get down! He's shooting.
Footage from a third officer shows the same moments from a different angle.
White tank top, white hat.
Where is he?
Right here.
He's lifting his gun up at. Hey! Put your gun down! Get back! Get back! Put it down!
Hey!
Where is he?
Fleeing eastbound. Yep, slowing down.
Be careful of crossfire. We're on the east side. Do you see him?
No, he fled back towards 7-4.
During this time, the first officer is shot and injured.
Shots fired. He's running. He's behind building 1. He's gonna be going that way. That way. Cut him off. Oh, 7-4, I'm hit. 7-4, I'm hit. Oh shoot, get in the house! Get in the house!
As more and more officers arrive on the scene, they rush to help the injured officer.
Wait. You good? Where's he at? Tourniquet.
Meanwhile, the shootout continues.
Yep. Drop it now!
Do you see him?
He still has the gun!
Careful crossfire!
Watch it cross
What do you got?
He's over here laying down.
Okay, he's down. Hold on, stay.
Stay
Stay.
here.
Stop. Stop here.
Stay!
Stop.
This body camera video shows the scene from another officer's perspective.
He's down with the gun.
Yep.
Drop it now.
Can you see him?
He still has the gun.
Careful crossfire! Careful crossfire!
Watch your crossfire.
Over here! Over here! He has the gun still!
Still has hands on the gun.
Hold your hands! Hold your hands!
Crossfire.
What do you got?
He's over here laying down.
Okay, he's down. Hold on, stay.
Okay.
Stop here.
Stay!
Multiple officers then approached Simonton from another angle.
Careful crossfire! Careful crossfire!
Show your hands.
Simonton was pronounced dead on the scene. He had previous domestic violence convictions and 2 protective orders against him at the time of his death. Investigators recovered a .45 long Colt revolver near Simonton's body and say security camera video caught him reloading the weapon. The officer injured in the shooting was taken to the hospital where he underwent surgery. He's since been released and is recovering. Officials later determined 8 officers fired their weapons during the incident. The shooting is still under investigation, and once complete, the results will be handed over to the Weber County Attorney's Office. Reporting for Law&Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.